nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Fields.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look, that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And this time he is in.
Yes.
David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6.
Well, now how about this return? And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Fields throw there complete to Allen.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, too little.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Bird to return.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Patriots take over.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Harris into the secondary again, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 14 overall. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run again with Harris. Room here to run. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I got it.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Perriman. Touchdown, Patriots. Rashad Perriman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Fields on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Bird now ready to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun, Jones. He's got Smith here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones throw here taken in by Boykin. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Touchdown, Patriots! Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields able to complete it to Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flushed out right. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the